Hi there, Chase Raz from the Zilliqa Observer here, and I'm coming back with a second video about XCAD and its availability because the other video was completely about how to get the coin through staking on KuCoin. But what I didn't talk about was Gate.io, and I'll talk about why in just a moment. But this video is going to be all about how to get it through Gate.io. But going in, you ought to know I'm not going to be quite as descriptive here. I'll just put it that way. So with that in mind, let me jump in and show you Gate.io. And so Gate has a feature called Startup, and this is kind of like their launch platform where they offer various tokens. If you have a Gate account, this is going to be very similar advice to what I said with KuCoin. If you're already on KuCoin and you're already in that ecosystem, it might make sense to go for some of these XCAD tokens. If you're not within that ecosystem already, if you're not on that centralized exchange, you're going to have to make some decisions on whether it's worth it or not to you. Now, here's why I say that about Gate and why it wasn't as much of a priority for me as KuCoin was, knowing I talked to a very American-centric audience related to Zilliqa most of the time. With Gate.io, my understanding of the startup platform is you have to be VIP level 1 or above, and you may have to be in certain areas. I don't know if other US or North American members of Gate are going to be eligible. I truly don't know that. I can't even answer that question. But let's assume that you have a Gate account and you're going to be eligible to buy tokens through startup. You would probably already be on Gate.io. You would already know that already, I'm assuming. If not, I just want to point out that you do have to be above VIP level 0, which is where you're going to be when you first log in. And I'll do that zoom in thing, and it's going to make my head really big too. Hi again. But that's just how Loom works. We'll deal with it as best we can. But when we're looking here on the screen right above my head, it's not like getting to VIP level 1 is just KYC. And I even tested that. I did KYC earlier. I didn't have a Gate account other than that, but I did KYC earlier just to check. And in order to get to tier 1, take a look at these requirements. You need to trade 1.5 Bitcoin worth in 30 days and hold an additional 20 of their own token. I don't know what the value of this Gate token is. I really don't know. That's going to be scheme 1. You're either going to have to do quite a bit of trading, about just north of 75,000 US dollars in 30 days. And that's going to be all trades, right? Back and forth and back and forth. Or scheme 2 is holding 100 of their tokens on average of 14 days. So there is a scheme 3, and you get where I'm going with this, that if you're not already on Gate as a centralized exchange, it may not be as advantageous for you to go in because, one, as I mentioned, I don't know if Americans are going to qualify here for this particular giveaway. I truly don't. The answer may be yes. The answer may be no. Check the comments and see what other people know. But the other thing is, if you don't have an account established and aren't active here, the question becomes, are you going to trade $75,000 worth in 30 days? And then 30 days are up and this event is gone anyway. Are you going to hold 100 of their token for 14 days on average, or add a particular amount to your Gate account? And of course, that third one's the easiest way in. I don't think anybody's going to have a particular hard time doing some of these things, but you get the idea. Is if you're not already in the system, it may not make as much sense. So if you're wondering why I focused only on the KuCoin avenue, that's why. Just creating this video as a follow-up. I'm much less knowledgeable about Gate's operations, but I do know from chatting with a lot of you on Twitter and Telegram that quite a few of you are big proponents of Gate, really like how they do business. And so I wanted to put this out for you as well. I just don't have as much to offer here, but as we saw, shrinking my head back down, as we saw that XCAD is going to be available through Gate.io, their startup sales. But again, you need to be VIP level 1. And I believe there could be some residency requirements as well. Take care, everyone.